Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is D-Man coming back at it again with another YouTube video, and today we're going to have practice number 10 for the Tennessee Titans training camp. So let's go ahead and get into it again. Wide receivers, Julio Jones and A.J. Brown not practicing today for the Titans. I'm fine with this. I have no problem with it, because those guys need to stay healthy. So that's just my, short take on that. But we see lineman work here. I think Lewan already went. We'll let the video play back to see Lewan. There's Kendall Lamb. But it's going to be interesting because the depth chart came out today, and some interesting things that I saw. I might save this. I might do this video tomorrow or something. But we'll have to wait and see. I really don't know. But yeah, Lewan was first here. Looks really explosive, guys. He looks really explosive. So that's something you really want to see there. But what I was saying about the depth chart is there's a couple things that were very interesting to me. I'm not going to mention anything because I might do a separate video like I just said. So we'll wait and talk about that maybe tomorrow. Or I might do it tomorrow. We'll see, because obviously we got this video. We'll do day 11, but we'll see. Maybe when I get a free day or some free time, I might do a video like that. But let's keep on moving. And again, Madden's just around the corner, so I'll be doing a lot of content, Madden, Madden content. So I'll have to split up between IRL stuff, or whether it be the Titans in real life or the Titans theme team. So we'll be flip-flopping back and forth. But here's Derrick Henry. I won't be playing this, but you guys can click down below in the description. I'll have Jim Wyatt's Twitter link down below, and then Vrabel talking a little here. Caleb Farley out for a period today because he didn't like what he saw. Said he has a lot to learn, but it's all part of the process. And again, that's what you expect from guys that are just coming into the league as rookies. Caleb Farley is a really talented kid. Once he gets the hang of things, he is going to be a very fun talent to watch on the football field. So I have high hopes for Caleb Farley. Hopefully it'll end up like our draft pick from last year, first round draft pick from last year. I don't think it will, but I'm very excited to see Caleb Farley hit the field for the Titans this year. And again, growing pains are going to happen, and here's an example of one today. But like I said, it is what it is. It's going to happen, and it's going to be how he responds to this and what he can work on to get better at and stuff like that. So definitely not a shock to me. It's going to happen. Growing pains are a thing every year for rookies, so that's my take on that. Here's a little bit of Derrick Henry action today. So yeah. We have wide receivers today as well. We'll have to see how that. Well, I really just want to talk about the depth chart, but I don't want to, because I might do a separate video. I might not, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna save that for a separate video. We'll wait and see here as we finish up these wide receiver routes here, and we'll move on. We got 10 seconds left. There's NWI. Here's Josh Reynolds. Massive frame. He's going to be a great 3 for us. And I've mentioned that a lot. I'm almost as excited to see Josh Reynolds in the two-tone blue than I am Julio. Here's Lewan. Similar clip of what we just saw earlier. And we'll get into some observations. I like to go ahead and do a little bit of these. I do have some notes here, but we also have a couple of post-practice media action too. So if you guys want to watch any of those, you can. And this is what I was talking about, the depth chart. I think I'm going to do a separate video talking about that and some things that I saw, just because there's some interesting things in there. But I think I'm going to save that for a video. So let's go ahead and get into observations here. One of the best defensive plays of the day came during first team period when linebacker Jayon Brown intercepted a Ryan Tannehill pass that was tipped by outside linebacker John Simon. So John Simon getting his hands in the action early. Again, we picked him up, I believe, maybe a couple weeks ago, and I really like the pickup. He played for the Colts, New England, teams like that I've had success in the past. And I'm very excited to have him on the team. He's going to be a great rotational piece with Bud Dupree, Harold Landry, and guys like that. But to see Jayon Brown getting a pick, that'll boost his confidence again. Jayon Brown is a guy coming off of an injury from last year. I really, if he could have stayed healthy last year, he would have been phenomenal. One of our best players on defense. But in my opinion, Jayon Brown is still going to be an absolute stud this year. The big question is is he going to be able to stay healthy? And I think he will. But that's that. Later in practice, defensive back Chris Jackson also intercepted Tannehill on a ball that was tipped at the line of scrimmage by Trevon Coley. Okay. Tight end Tommy Hudson. And talking about tight ends, and gosh, I just want to mention, let's talk about the depth chart, but I'm gonna hold off. Tommy Hudson made the catch of the day in a 2-minute period towards the end of practice. Hudson hauled in a Logan Woodside pass with one hand while racing down the middle of the field, and it followed a catch on another Woodside throw on the previous play. Tackle Taylor Lewan got his most extensive work of camp on Monday, and he worked a good team in period, so that's exactly what you want to see as a Titans fan, getting him ready for week 1. Defensive back Caleb Farley was involved in a teach moment after Woodside left the pocket. Farley got turned around on it and had his back to the play as Woodside raced past him. Farley remained flat-footed and failed to pursue the play. Vrabel didn't like it, let Farley know about it, sending him to the sideline for the rest of the period. This is what we read earlier. Farley eventually returned to practice, and he showed some physicality while defending against a receiver, Des Fitzpatrick, in a red zone period. But it's safe to assume he got Vrabel's message loud and clear earlier in practice, so that's something nice. I'll try and kind of fly through this. I'm not sure how long this list is, but Tyson Breller also appeared to get his most. I think he's been hurt a little bit too from last year's knee injury right there. So that was great to see him. I believe he came up with Bud Dupree off the PUP list, so that was good. Both kickers had a good day. Tucker McCann, talking about this is interesting. I'll mention this. Tucker McCann is actually listed as the first string kicker, and Sam Fickens actually number 2 behind him. So that was one thing that shocked me a little bit, but again, I'm just trying to save as much stuff for that in a separate video. Let's see here. Tucker McCann was 5 of 6 in field goal period, making 33, 43, 33, 53, and 40. But he was off on a 49-yarder. He is now 36 of 42 in camp. Sam Ficken, formerly of the Jets, went 6 for 6. He also kicked at the end of the red zone period, made a 38-yard attempt, going 7 for 7. He is now 24 of 26 kicks so far in camp. So that's a good thing there. Let's see. I'll let y'all just read through this a little bit. I don't want to read too much here. Anything interesting I might pick up on. Marcus Johnson made a tremendous catch in the corner of the end zone with cornerback Breon Borders in tight coverage, and he added another catch later in the period. Okay. Christian Fulton, another good day. That's about Christian Fulton right there. He's been really performing pretty solid throughout the training camp. Derek Roberson continues to flash. He got by Lewan and made a path directly toward Tannehill on a nice rush early in team period. That's what you want to hear, especially from a guy like Derek Roberson. Rashaan Evans stepped up to make a nice stop on Darrynton Evans. Breon Borders and Matthias Farley has some nice breakups in the early one-on-one period. Marcus Johnson, earlier mentioning him. Great catch from a throw from Tannehill. Johnson has been one of the team's best receivers so far in camp. I've heard a lot of high praise for Marcus Johnson throughout camp too. So that's some good stuff there. Chester Rogers, Darrynton Evans, Jared Pickney all had touchdowns on 7-on-7. Productive day from Rogers. Kevin Byard, nice breakups. Kevin Byard, Breon Borders, and Dan Cruikshank all had breakups in the 7-on-7 period. NWI had a touchdown catch in the red zone from a throw from Tannehill. Batson tried to reach for the football to the goal line while heading out of bounds, but he lost the football, and it would have been a touchback in the game. That's a big no-no. Yeah, so that's something you don't want to hear, especially from Cam Batson. I really like Cam Batson, but I don't know if he... It's going to be very interesting to see where he falls. Woodside directed a touchdown score and 2-minute drive late in the session in a scenario where the offense got the ball at on the 45-yard line with 50 seconds left on the clock. One time, I'm assuming that's timeout left. After a pair of throws to Hudson, Woodside threw 3 straight incompletions before connecting with Racey McMath for a touchdown. Hey, Racey McMath there. His name is mentioned once again. Officials worked Monday's practice for the first time in camp. Okay, that's pretty cool to hear. Julio, AJ, Ben Jones, Nate Davis, Jeff Swain, Danico Autry, Adam Kuhn did not practice. So those are the names that weren't there. Bud Dupree was limited in Monday's sessions as he moved to work on a side field during the second half of practice today. Kendall Lamb left early with apparent shoulder injury. Tight end Donnie Ernsberger limped to the sideline midway through practice, and that is a wrap. So obviously tomorrow we'll run it back 9:30 a.m. We'll have another video recapping everything. But with that being said, that is going to do it for the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Until next time, I'll see y'all.